Hello and welcome to Linnell Gymnasium on the campus of Thornton Academy. And welcome to this girls varsity basketball matchup between the visiting Scarborough Red Storm and the home team, the Thornton Academy Golden Trojans. I am Zach Taranko here alongside Jeff Christianberry and Cole Purvis, bringing you this basketball game on TATV. And it's going to be a big matchup between, in the second matchup between these two teams. In the last game, TA won 43-40. And a very close game. TA had to come back for that one. And today, TA will be without a few of their starters and some of their bench players. So I have to put some more work in to get this game. And it's definitely nice to have one at home. But TA is coming in shorthanded, so Coach Mars is going to have something scheduled up for today. In TA's game on Tuesday night at Wyndham, they unfortunately lost their first game of the season, snapping that 10-game win streak that spanned back into last season. They lost 48-41, and Sarah Talon went off for Wyndham with 19 points. TA just fell short, so try to bounce back from that game and find themselves yet another win versus Scarborough. And in that last game, as I said, they had to come back. Scarborough played well. Lindsay Fiorello had a great game. And the one big part of TA's comeback win was the fact that Addison Sulikowski only had 3 points. Her lowest scoring game on the season. She has had 2 back-to-back 20-plus point games, now averaging 17.2 points a game this season. But it looks to be, on paper, a pretty good matchup here tonight between the two teams.
Yeah, it really does. I think whenever these two teams get together, you never know what's going to happen. They've had some great battles in the past. Scarborough's had some great teams over the last 12 years, as Thornton Academy has. They've never been super great at the same time, but they have always had some great battles. And I think right now, as you look at Thornton Academy coming off a tough loss, I think in down, their backs are against the wall tonight against a pretty good Scarborough team.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's unfortunate to lose that game. I think that 10-game win streak was something that they like to have under their belt, try to keep that going as long as they could, and they played well. The game was pretty much a few-point lead for Wyndham really throughout up till the end, and then they just got some points there. But, Sarah Talon played really well. I don't think TA played bad, but, Hannah Cook, who's one of TA's strong starters, has helped out and been a great rebounder for this team, did not play in that game, and she will also not play tonight. As well as another starter, Emily Coleman. So TA, again, shorthanded. They're going to have, as you said, backs against the wall. They're going to need to work hard, and I think they will. But Scarborough is coming in. They've lost to TA, but they've played them. They know how they play. They know, who's the scorers, and they know how to play defense on Sulikowski, which is the most important thing. So it'll definitely be a test, especially in the first few minutes of this game.
Sorry, Zach. Just some breaking news that we're going to have no school tomorrow.
Wow. So that's...
You heard it here first, folks.
No
Asynchronous
school.
day for anybody out there, Thornton Academy fans. We'll be sending some official communication out soon. I'm not sure if I was supposed to share that, but, it's not often in this world that you get some breaking news. But so, again, if you're a parent out there or a student, we're going to have an asynchronous day of school tomorrow. We're just getting the wording right before we release it publicly. If you're on the school messenger, you'll be getting some messages here very shortly. So it means you're still going to have some school.
Yep, some school.
And I'll tell you what, they should have thought of this a synchronous day thing a long time ago, because that means you don't have to make the day up at the end of the school year.
Yep.
So some great news if you're, I'm not loving it because I'm not a huge snow fan. I'm not looking forward to cleaning up the 6 to 8 inches we're going to get tomorrow. But either way, we have a great game here for you tonight. Again, this pregame has been brought to you by the great people at the Webb Law Firm. John Webb, former parent of Jack Webb. He played basketball and certainly a lot of football here for Thornton Academy, and played the Sacred Heart in the University of Maine as well. So I want to appreciate everybody at the Webb Law Firm for their patronage of Thornton Academy TV. If you're interested in sponsoring the halftime or postgame, or have a commercial you want us to run on the air, you can certainly get in touch with me at jeff.christianberry@thorntonacademy.org. Also, as we had on Tuesday, it's a different kind of live stream today. We're not only just on Facebook now, we're on Twitter. at TA Trojan Sports, and on Instagram. Sorry, not Instagram. That'd be interesting. On YouTube at youtube.com/Thornton Academy Trojans. So if you're interested in watching our live stream, exact same broadcast on those avenues, you certainly can check that out. I believe you can also watch us on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV by the Boxcast app. That's BOXCAST. Go on there and search for us. I haven't exactly tested that myself, so don't confirm that, but we certainly are definitely live right now on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. So check us out. And if you're watching on one of those avenues, let us know who you're cheering for, either a team or a player, and where you're watching from. And we'd like to give you a shout out on the air here as we get ready for the starting lineups here for both teams.
Starting for today for Scarborough, number 4, Elizabeth Lefebvre. Number 10, Una Juranovic. Number 11, Emerson Flaker. Number 12, Caroline Hartley. Number 14, Lindsay Fiorillo. And Fiorillo and Hartley have been Scarborough's 2 top scorers, 2 best players. They have a young team, but they're playing well this year, 3-2. Scarborough has a great defense, and that's the one thing they came in and did well against TA, even though they did not win. See the TA starters here. With some players out, Pelletier will get a start. Mackenzie Melendez, Jessica Dow. That's the Tulakowski, TA star player, and Bailey Littlefield. So not the complete roster again, but we'll have to make do. We will now have the national anthem.
All right, so we're about ready for action here. We got Cole Purvis on the camera tonight. Again, Zach Tarenko. I'm Jeff Christianberry. Again, thanks for joining us wherever you're joining us from around the world, around the country. Again, we're just on the precipice of a big snowstorm tomorrow. The word's getting out, Zach. They're sending out, again, no school tomorrow for us here at Thornton Academy. I bet you pretty much everywhere else around as the storm keeps getting a little bit bigger and bigger. Now it says about 6 to 8 inches, it looks like.
I'm excited. I'll be doing my asynchronous homework and then...
Yes, that means check your messages. That does not mean sleep. Well, you can sleep in, I guess, but at some point you should check your messages there.
As we start the game, we'll see really only 2 players who are on the bench and dressed to play.
That's right. So 7 in the rotation. I thought there were going to be 8, but looks like just 7 for TA. So we'll see how that affects everything.
Zulakowski grabs the tip as we start this game. And TA 5-1. And the visiting Scarborough Red Storm 3-2. Pelletier now at the top. To Littlefield. And around to Sulikowski driving inside. Will give off to Dow. Then in the corner to Pelletier. Sulikowski pressed by Fiorillo. Dow trying to work inside. Picks up the dribble. Then off to Pelletier. Pelletier then around to Melendez. Melendez will hand off to Dow. Was looking at a three. She'll drive inside, handed it off to Littlefield, puts one up, and Littlefield gets the first basket for Thornton Academy.
Well, I think if you're TA here, and again, I'm just assuming here with the short bench, and probably some players who aren't gonna, there's a steal here.
Flaker goes down on it. Melendez comes up as she falls down, and it'll be a jump ball, and it'll be Scarborough possession.
I was going to say, you know, with again, some players who maybe not get a ton of playing time usually, if you're TA, you're probably going to keep things a little bit slower. You know, you're going to maybe have, you know, you're going to have the fast pace because you don't want to get too fatigued. That possession arrow up for us here.
The big question today for Thornton Academy as Dow gets the steal there. The ball goes out of bounds. Is how will Sulikowski play? She was kept down in that last game versus Scarborough earlier in the season. She only had 3 points. In that last game versus Wyndham, she had 29 in the TA's loss. 29 of TA's 41. So we'll see how she plays. As we now see, there is actually 8 in the rotation. One must have been off in the locker room. Sulikowski trying to go to work. 2 players step on her. Here is Flaker with defense on Melendez. Melendez looking in. Lefebvre got a finger on it. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay Thornton ball. 2-point lead for TA, 6:28 to go in the first quarter. And Melendez will inbound under the basket. Sulikowski will give it out to Dow. Dow trying to go to work on Lefebvre. Lost control of it, puts one up. And TA will fall on it, be a jump ball. And will stay TA possession.
That's what I'd like to see if you're Thornton Academy getting down on the floor.
As you said, they might want to keep it slower. Don't have to do too much work, trying to be aggressive. Take your time. You don't want your players to get too tired too quickly. Here's Melendez. Driving in, hands off to Dow. Will take the three. Just off the mark. Rebound by Juranovic. Lefebvre. Dow with pressure. Juranovic. Hands off to Flaker, then across. The three-pointer off the mark from Lindsay Fiorillo. And TA player goes down. It'll be a foul call and the possession for TA. Scarborough going to bring some pressure.
Yeah, full court press coming in early here for the Red Storm. Again, they seem to have more of a full complement of players, so maybe they want to try to amp up the pressure here, make this a high fast-paced game, I should say.
Littlefield, a great pass there to Claudia Pelletier, grabs a basket, and TA now extends their lead to 4. And here's Flaker, who will take the ball out for Scarborough. Flaker, one of the freshman players on this team. That one blocked by Dow. Juranovic fighting for it on the ground.
It's a third jump ball already here this game. Flaker, obviously a very familiar name to those of you.
Both of her brothers are star athletes, were star athletes. Jarrett Flaker, the oldest, is now in college, and Jaden is in his senior year. He played football. His name came up a few times in this fall season. It's the first time out will be taken. We'll keep it here. Pretty good start for TA. You know, they wanted to get a lead early on, and in that first game, Scarborough had that lead and held it really until the fourth, where TA came back. So, you know, they got to keep their players as healthy and as focused as they can throughout this period, this quarter, and the next 3 quarters. It's going to be a long game. And Marston not looking to get any quick subs out. Scarborough will have possession. Not the biggest crowd here, but still great to see parents and a few students coming out to watch Flaker pressured by Pelletier. Here's Juranovic driving inside. Underneath to Lefebvre. Got it out. The three from Fiorillo is good. She hits one. Now 1 of 2. And Scarborough's back within 1. Here's Melendez. Lost control of dribble. Goes over to Dow. Gives off to Melendez. The long 3. Got it. Nice 3 from Melendez. Her first shot of the night goes through. TA's lead back to 4. Juranovic to Flaker. 2 players on her. Over to Hartley. It will not fall. We got a push on. It's like on Scarborough. So before Hartley and Fiorillo, Scarborough's 2 strongest players. They like to shoot the 3 ball. That long pass from Melendez to Pelletier. Pelletier hands it off. Hartley comes out with it. Stripped by Sulikowski, and the players fall down. And it's just been a tough, aggressive game between these 2 teams. Littlefield.
It has. It's just 7-3, but 3 fouls already here in the first couple of minutes. Cam's got an injured player. That's not what you want to see with ever, let alone with a very small bench.
LeBlanc will have to go to the scorer's table and check in.
I want to make sure that you do that correctly.
I don't know if it just fell a little awkwardly there, I think on her finger. But as you said, hopefully she can come back because TA is already shorthanded in this game. Marston.
Not sure what the argument is here. I mean,
Lefebvre will inbound to Flaker. Flaker will hand off to Juranovic. Foul called on Sulikowski. And really a stop-and-go game here.
It really is, yes.
Unfortunately, 2 of the most aggressive teams. Class AA. And a foul called on Pelletier now. On Flaker. TA's trying to come out and play as aggressive as they can. As Samantha Ney, one of the seniors in this team, will check in for Pelletier. Flaker. Now we'll give over to Lefebvre, back to Flaker. That one barely tipped there by Dow in the corner. Here's Fiorillo. Her 3 is off the mark. Lefebvre, the rebound, tried to go up. Rebound.
Lots of contact there, no call.
Fiorillo's now 1 of 3. The 3 from Sulikowski off the mark.
That was a great shot, just it off the back rim.
Rebound to Flaker.
I think, again, for TA, if you're shorthanded, you want to get up to a big lead here and kind of nurse on it.
Nice move by.
More contact.
And that one, a foul called on Lefebvre.
So it's one of those things. That's a third kind of 50-50 call. I thought that was the least amount of contact, but that's the one he calls. It's Marston is pretty fired up here today already. Yeah. Early in this game, I think he knows this is one of those big, sneaky big games. You know, it's a team that, again, on paper they want to beat. And it's again, where, as I mentioned on Tuesday, if you watch our broadcast, it's not halfway through the season. It's getting close, though, and so all these games will matter coming at the end for seeding and everything else. So
Lefebvre's first free throws off the mark. And so far, doing a good job to hold down Fiorillo and Hartley on defense, but it's so far a pretty chippy game. We'll see how fouls play a factor. That second one is a miss. But Hartley comes down with it, tries to go up off the backboard, will not fall. Rebound to Jessica Dow. Dow now going one-on-one with Juranovic. Dow, nice move, driving the lane, and just will not fall. The rebound to Lefebvre. Fiorillo got some space, the 3 won't fall. Rebound to Juranovic, hands off to Fiorillo. Nice between the legs pass to Hartley. What a pass by Fiorillo.
That's a special play there, back within 2 points now. This full court press, I'm liking it from Scarborough. It's making Thornton Academy do a little bit more, but the last thing you want to do, though, is give up these cheap fouls. That's the 3rd foul now. Thornton Academy with 4 fouls already here in the first quarter. That's already halfway towards the bonus, and we're still in this first quarter.
Aiden Harris will check in for Hartley. That was a highlight reel pass. Fiorillo got it from Juranovic and then put it between the legs. That time, Flaker taking it away from Melendez. Will hand off to Harris back to Flaker. Flaker puts it up, will not fall. The rebound again will miss. Kate LeBlanc tapped it over to Sulakowski.
Boy, those are the shots you might remember at the end of the game. A wide open layup with no defenders around. They get the ball back, but that could have been a tie game there.
Dow picks it up, another steal. One by Flaker. Here is Fiorillo. Will jump into the shot, will not fall. Flaker. Jarnovic fakes the 3. Nay trying to take it off. In the corner, Fiorillo. That one's way off the mark. She's fouled. And I'm not sure. Yeah, it was after the shot. So a timeout will be called by Coach Marston as Fiorillo will come back and shoot 3. And we're going to take a break here on TATV and be back for the rest of the first quarter.
Hey, Dan. How's that proposal coming?
Just finished. I am sending it right now.
Okay, good. Oh, no. How are we looking for noon? We got like 2 minutes. Dan.
Back after that timeout. 2:10 to go in the first quarter. TA currently leads 7-5, but now 3 free throws for Fiorillo. Actually, they're not going to call. It's not a shooting foul. That is surprising to me as the foul from Melendez came after the 3-point shot.
Coach Marston, that timeout was very clear with his team. They got to stop the over-aggressive play. You want to be aggressive, but no hacking. That's going to be a travel there by Scarborough. Already with 5 team fouls, so 2 more. Scarborough's shooting free throws for the rest of this half, and it's still 2 minutes to go here in this first quarter.
Full court press from Scarborough, and at this point, I expect it to be a low-scoring game, basically just like the last game. Both teams are really defensive and really aggressive. That time, Flaker tapping it out of the hand of Sulakowski, and T will have another inbound pass. Under 2 to go in the first quarter. Melendez will drive. 3 players step on, but she's fouled on the way up. Shot will not go, but she will shoot 2. Fouls?
Yeah, lots of fouls here. 9 combined fouls here in this first quarter.
And I assume they'll become effective here late in the game, and TA already with 5, not looking good. Is unfortunately, if players start to foul out, TA may be left down to 5 or 6 players left.
That's really the problem to worry about.
Melendez gets the first one to fall, her 4th point. She leads the team. As Ane will check out, and Taylor Beaulieu, another senior, will check in. You said this is, I mean, you know, it's unfortunate to see a lot of players out, but as you said before, some players don't get as much time. Will get, to play in this game, and it's be a big one for TA. So it's nice to see.
See, where you get your depth tested, I should say.
Yeah. Now driving in is Ellie Rummelhart, will not fall. Lefebvre gets it out to Rummelhart. That one tapped down and out of bounds. It'll be off the hand of Jessica Dow. That'll be another throw-in for Scarborough. And right now, Fiorillo, the only player really out there who's taking any shots, and TA's picking her up well. Here's Flaker. Hand off to Fiorillo. Fiorillo. Nice pass inside, but tapped and taken away by Kate LeBlanc.
Yeah, those really hot hands there by LeBlanc to take that ball away.
Melendez. So Lukowski hasn't had the ball much today. Dow will hand off to LeBlanc, back to Dow. Fake the three. LeBlanc fakes a three, drives inside, puts a floater up, and just will not fall.
3/4 of the rim on that one.
Rebound to Aiden Harris. And now here comes Flaker down the court. Flaker taking her time. Hand off to Lefebvre. We'll hand off there to Flaker. Flaker gives off to Rummelhart. Back to Flaker. No shot clock, so they got all the time in the world. This one to Rummelhart. Tried it off the backboard, will not fall. Lefebvre trying to go up. Lots of pressure. Flaker the shot. Won't go. Rebound. Won't go again. And here is Melendez. Grabs her second rebound of the day. The long pass to Dow. Dow will take the three. Just off the mark. Rebound to Aiden Harris. Dow misses her second three-pointer in the game. Nice move by Rummelhart going up. Lefebvre grabs the rebound and gets it to go. Nice job with the putback by Lefebvre. And that ends the first quarter. Scarborough closing in there late at the end. TA currently leads 8-7. We're going to take a break here on TA TV and be back for the second quarter.
Run over here.
Is this my room? Wow, Dad! Is this your room?
All right, as Coach Marston gives some instructions to his girls, I want to give you a shout out about a big event coming up here that involves the Marstons. That is our Hoops for Hope fundraiser. Join us for the boys and girls basketball programs on the 6th annual Hoops for Hope charity event. That's coming up on Friday, January 21st at Linnell Gym. This year we're excited to host a boy-girl quadruple header, Zach. 4 games in one day as they take on the Gorham Rams. Boys games, so 3:30 freshman boys, JV boys at 5, varsity girls 6:30, varsity boys at 8 o'clock. There will be an online raffle to run until the event with the winners announced at the event. You do not need to be present at that night to win, but we'd like to see you here anyway. A complete list of prizes to purchase your raffle tickets. Go to hoopsforhopemaine.com. That's hoopsforhopemaine.com. Again, you can buy those really famous hooded sweatshirts for $35, $50 for adults. They're also available on that website. You can wear your gear on the 21st. You also have sweatshirts, t-shirts, socks, bracelets, etc. Be available for purchase at the event, of course, pending all of the availability, which again, those things usually sell out. Just lastly here, the past 5 years, the donations have been $70,000 from the students who are, the players from all grade levels who are raising money. Over $100,000 total raised. Pretty incredible event here coming up. So again, that is Friday, January 21st here at Hill Stadium at Linnell Gymnasium against the Gorham Rams, a quadruple header. Hope to see you here. And again, the most important thing, that website is hoopsforhopemaine.com.
During that, our Hoops for Hope plug. Kate LeBlanc at a long three, extending TA's lead to 4, and then Lefebvre getting her first free throw there. We're going to get the second one. Pretty close game, just as I had expected. Lefebvre, and the other one will fall.
So 2-point game here. Let's reset here. 6 fouls now. So TA's in the Scarborough's in the bonus now this whole quarter. They'll be shooting free throws, and Scarborough has 4 team fouls themselves. So could be a free throw game here. It's just 11-9.
Melendez 3 off the mark. Rebound to Dow. Now inside. Littlefield off the mark. Rebound goes to Flaker. Flaker will take a shot off the mark. Rebound to LeBlanc. 3 Scarborough players on her. Tries to get it out, and it will go out of bounds but stay Thornton ball.
It's kind of a bailout by Thornton. It's almost like Scarborough was a little too aggressive there. They had her in a really tough spot, and it's almost like when you knock the ball away sometimes, when they're already counting at that point and you're 4 seconds into a 5-second count and 4 seconds into a 10-second count, you're on your own baseline, maybe sometimes back off a little bit from trying to steal the ball away and try to force kind of a violation there. And it ended up helping Thornton Academy as they get to reset.
Melendez going to work on Lefebvre now. Littlefield under the basket, rebound to Lefebvre, her 4th. And TA really wants to get back into the swing of things after that loss to Wyndham. Juranovic now. Kayla Blank will pick her up. In the corner, Fiorillo, the 3, got it. She is on fire, her second 3.
It's the first lead of the game for Scarborough?
I believe so.
Yeah.
And TA now having to work from behind. LeBlanc way over the head of Dow. And struggling now to find the link. And it's hard. I mean, you work all year with this, the starters work together, practicing, the bench players, kind of, sit outside and watch. And now you got some bench players having to start and pick up these big roles against a team like Scarborough. And it's, not the best start for TA so far, but still a lot of game left. Harris went up for it there. Rebound to Melendez. Melendez now getting around the outside, throws to Dow. Dow picks up 3 players. Melendez, the floater, gets it to fall. And Scarborough is double teaming the player with the ball. And Sulikowski will look to check in here. Scarborough coach calling a play. Flaker in the corner. Juranovic looking at the hoop, thinking about a 3. She'll throw that one under the basket. Fiorillo keeps it in the corner, the 3-pointer.
It was long 2 there.
Yep, long 2 from Rummelhart, gets it to fall.
Buckets falling for both teams right now. Still the high pressure from Scarborough. Thornton Academy hasn't been able to exploit it too much.
This one goes to Melendez, then to Dow, foul called on Flaker.
That's a little bit of a cheapie there, foul, because now they're up to 5 personal fouls for themselves, so a couple more, and Thornton Academy will be shooting. Just want a quick reminder, if you're watching on YouTube, I'm going to give my little pitch here. Make sure you smash that like button, hit subscribe, hit the bell, so that you can be, aware of every time we do these games here on YouTube. We'll definitely talk about what our next broadcasts are going to be. We think boys hockey's next week, but this will be it for, I think, a week or so until our next broadcast, but we'll give you that schedule later on in the second half.
Dow under the basket now. Littlefield not looking to shoot in the corner to Pelletier, and it was awesome. I was watching at home the Tuesday game. I couldn't be here for it, but it was nice to see on YouTube. It is,
and I love the other platforms, but it seems like YouTube is the highest quality video. So again, if you have it on your TV too, you can go ahead on your smart TV. Go ahead and open up that YouTube app and watch the games there as well. Same quality, same everything, same great announcing, obviously. It's going to be another foul, though, on Thornton Academy, and Scarborough now will start shooting free throws.
I believe that was an offensive foul on Lefebvre.
So no free throw. Well, if it's offensive, they wouldn't be shooting.
Yeah, it was a block on
Blocking call, yeah.
Littlefield. Coach Marsan, I believe, was very happy with that call. You said Scarborough with their first lead.
It's the 3rd foul.
As Lefebvre hits another free throw. It sends the lead to 2 points.
That's 15-13, right?
Yep. And TA really wants to start working on getting some shots up. That second one is a miss. Pelletier grabs the rebound.
And with that turnover.
With so many fouls to both teams, even Scarborough just 1 foul off from putting TA in the bonus. I think TA has some room now. I don't think Scarborough will be as aggressive, so you got to put some shots up. Sulikowski's missed a couple 3s, but it's going to be a close game throughout, so really need to start getting to work. With 4:40 to go in the second quarter. Here's Hartley now driving inside. Tried to go up, and a travel called on Hartley. That will be TA ball. Still that full court press. We've seen since the start of this game. Sulikowski goes back to Melendez. Melendez, the long throw to Dow. Tiptoes on the line, keeps it in. Sulikowski back to Dow. Fakes a 3, driving inside, puts up a shot, got it to fall. Nice basket there. Dow's first of the game.
You know, when you've had a frustrating half like TA here and you're a little undermanned, you just got to take a breath. And take a breath on offense, run your stuff, and get a great shot right there by Dow. And that could be a big bucket in this game. Gets it back to tied here halfway through the second quarter.
Nice pass from Hartley inside to Fiorillo. Lefebvre got the rebound, and it'll go out of bounds and be TA possession. Pelletier will check out, and Taylor Bullier will go back in.
Trying to break this press. I think that's the thing at halftime. I bet you they have some more strategies to break this press.
Dow's three off the mark. Rebound to Jeranovic. Dow is 0 of 3 from the three-point line. Hartley looking to drive inside, puts one up, won't fall. Rebound to Sulikowski. Nice pass there to Bulliu, puts the layup in and gets it to fall. Sulikowski grabs the assist. Bulliu gets the basket. TA now has the lead right back, 17-15. Here's Flaker. Momentum is shifted a little. Lefebvre trying to drive inside. Puts one over the head of Littlefield. And the height of Lefebvre gives her the advantage. She grabs her second basket.
It's kind of weird. This game's going in spurts. These teams will score 4 or 5 buckets back and forth and then a drought for a few minutes.
Nice pass off the mark. Hartley grabs the rebound.
I really do not know how that didn't go in.
Yeah. It's happened for both teams. A few of the layups just haven't fallen. Fiorillo driving. They're going to say she traveled. It'll be TA possession. Littlefield will check out.
Unforced turnover there by Scarborough. 17-17. Probably about what this game should be, considering both teams have struggled, moving the ball around and turning the ball over. A little bit of a sloppy game, to be honest, for both teams so far.
Under 3 to go.
Unknown if they know the snow day's happening, and so they're a little too excited. I can't confirm nor deny that. Probably don't know that because it broke just as we came on the air here.
Sulikowski's long three will not fall. Rebound to Daisy Stone. That's Sulikowski's 0 of 3. Jeranovic will give it off in the corner to Flaker. The long two, just off the mark. Dowkey trying to keep it in, and it will go out of bounds. I think Coach Marston might need to use the snow day as a motivator. Say, hey guys, you're getting a snow day, so.
It's the last thing you have to do until, well, they'll probably have practice tomorrow, considering it looks like the storm will be over by noon or so.
Melendez will check out, and Pelletier will go back in. I'm not sure for what reason, but that one to Hartley from the elbow, just off the mark, but the rebound to Stone, and gets the fall. Nice job by Stone.
That was kind of back-to-back defensive breakdowns there. First on the inbounds pass by TA, and then there's somebody else wide open in the middle of the key, unmarked. 2 minutes to go here. Thorne Academy's done a good job not fouling this quarter. I think they only have 1 foul this whole quarter.
LeBlanc in the corner, the three, high off the backboard. Fighting for it, Flaker comes up with it. Throws that long pass to Fiorillo, who's gonna drive, and fouled by Sulikowski. And Fiorillo will shoot 2. And the transition play, not too strong from TA right now. Struggling on that full court press to move the ball. And once they get up the court there, seem to be trying to force one in. Scarborough in the bonus and also has a 2-point lead with under 2 to go. Fiorillo's first will fall. Sulikowski will check out. Already has 3 fouls. Want to keep her for the second half. Melendez will check back in. Bullier will check out for Thorne Academy. And Fiorillo will get 1 more. The second free throw will be just short.
And over the back there.
LeBlanc will get the rebound, and it will go in the hands of Dowd and in the hands of Pelletier, and the 3-pointer from Pelletier is good.
Pretty clutch shot there, get it back to tie. Neither of these teams getting ahead by more than 2 or 3 points at a time. Minute 30 to go here in the first half.
Tied up at 20. Hartley keeps her dribble. Driving inside, spins, throws one up, will not fall. And Melendez grabs another rebound. She's been doing great work, grabbing some defensive rebounds. Dow now in the corner. LeBlanc back to Dow. Dow one-on-one with Juranovic. Melendez the long three, got it. She is 2 of 2, and she is a leading scorer with 9 in the first half. TA leads by 3. Under a minute to go. Hartley driving inside, passes off to Juranovic, then to Flaker. Flaker gives off. Stone, then to Hartley. Hartley will hand off to Juranovic. 35 seconds to go. Flaker off to Juranovic. Trying to drive inside, put one up. And a foul called on a push. TA not happy with that call.
I kind of jinxed there. They said they hadn't committed too many fouls, and they've committed 2 here in the last couple possessions.
Febre and Aiden Harris will check back in for Scarborough. The 2 big free throws for Scarborough. Juranovic gets the first one to fall. They can get back in pretty close here. Daisy Stone and Hartley will check out. Still some time on the clock for TA to get a possession. Maybe even Scarborough to get the ball back. That second one is good. Juranovic has 2 in the game. Dow taking her time. We'll go over to Pelletier. Then we'll hand off to Melendez. Melendez to Dow. Down to 15 seconds. Melendez will hold the ball and Fiorello will pick her up. Melendez taking her time. Looking inside a Dow, out of bounds, and it will be Scarborough ball. And that's just a wasted possession there by TA. Had a chance to maybe even shoot, but now Scarborough will try and maybe get one more off. They're gonna roll
the
it.
dog, as they say.
Roll it off. Flaker will give it off to Juranovic. Throws one up. She had a few more seconds, and that'll go out of bounds with .2 on the clock. So not sure if TA will even try to throw one up. And that will end the first half. So TA comes out with a 1-point lead. It was back and forth there really in the second quarter, but we're going to take a break here at TA TV for halftime. Come back with some halftime stats and be back for the second half of this Varsity Girls basketball action.
I chose to attend TAMS because it was a change of scenery. It was a much smaller school.
Because of the amazing teachers.
How small it is and the community about it and how everybody knows each other.
You can know all the kids here, so it makes it much more easier to make friends.
They just get you ready for high school.
TAMS is special.
TAMS is amazing.
TAMS is fabulous.
TAMS is fun.
TAMS feels like a family.
Hey, Dan, how's that proposal coming?
Just finished. I am sending it right now.
Okay, good. Oh, no. How are we looking for noon? We got like 2 minutes. Dan.
Run over here.
Is this my room? Wow, Dad! Is this your room?
All right, welcome back to Linnell Gymnasium on the campus of Thornton Academy as Thornton Academy leads Scarborough 23-22. I'm Jeff Christianberry, and we've had a little transition here at the announcing. So now we have Zach on camera, and we have Cole Purvis now taking over play-by-play duties. Cole, what did you see in that first half? Obviously, a lot of stop and go, a lot of fouls by both teams, little spurts of points as well. Thornton Academy finds themselves up by 1 and shorthanded too with some issues with the roster.
Yeah, I mean, very chippy first half, and Coach Marston not happy with all the fouls. They can't afford to let anybody foul out because they're very shorthanded tonight with just 8 players. So they're probably happy being up 1, but we will see how this goes here. And Scarborough hit some shots, missed some layups, but hit some threes there at the end to keep themselves in this game. And here's Flaker. Scarborough cutting around, trying to find somebody open. And they'll give it inside to Lefevre, who's working on Bailey Littlefield. Lefevre on the wing, gives it off to Flaker. Flaker back to Juranovic inside. Lefevre goes up, and it's knocked out of bounds, and it'll be TA ball. So good defensive possession there by TA as they get the stop to open up this second half. And they'll set up the press breaker, which Scarborough was pressing a lot in that first half, playing it very aggressively, which contributed to a lot of fouls being called. Here's Pelletier as she crosses half court and gives it off to Melendez. Melendez will reverse direction and give it off to Pelletier. Sulikowski at the top of the key. Dow open, takes a dribble, picks it up. Sulikowski attacks the basket, puts it up, no good. Rebound tapped around, grabbed by Scarborough. Juranovic in transition. Here's Hartley, who fires a 3, no good. And rebound by Melendez.
Tough start shooting for both teams here in the second half.
Sulikowski passes. Dow will try a long mid-range shot, and she got it to start the scoring for the second half. Jessica Dow with her 4th point of the game.
So Thornton Academy, I think that was only a 2 actually. They're only calling it 25-22 right now, but still a good deep shot here to start the half.
Yep,
Sulikowski.
2. Juranovic will fake a 3, attacks the basket, puts it up, and a foul is called. 2 shots for Juranovic.
Rough call there.
Yeah.
Coach Marston wanted to travel on that play. I don't disagree. And again, really, in the big, the fouls reset obviously at halftime, but for Thornton Academy now, you're getting some more and more players that are looking at 3 fouls and not a whole lot of depth on that bench tonight.
First free throw is good. Juranovic had 2 points in the first half. And the score is 25-23 in favor of TA. 2 for 2 from the line. That's what you want if you are Scarborough. Here's Dow. Melendez drives, gets hit as she goes up, and she will go to the line.
Good job there by Melendez, initiating the contact and really kind of forcing the official to make a call there. It's a smart veteran play there. She'll get to the line for 2 shots as well, try to give TA back to a 3-point lead.
Melendez, the leading scorer for TA in the first half with 9, as she's off from the first free throw. Second one rattles home for her 10th point of the game.
See if Scarborough continues that pressure defense they had in the first half.
Juranovic tries to come off the screen, but well played by Melendez. Kicks it to Flaker for 3, it's no good. And Melendez secures the rebound. Melendez pitches it ahead. Sulikowski falls down on the baseline.
Rough one the other way.
and a foul called. So Littlefield will take it out of bounds.
Well, one thing when you have a smaller crowd on hand, you get to hear pretty much what everybody says.
Yeah.
Nobody happy with officiating right now on both sides. So when people are unhappy on both sides, usually means that the calls are being evened out, but not exactly the best flowing basketball we're seeing here tonight.
Kind of an ugly, chippy game as we approach 5.5 minutes to go here in the third. Melendez guarded by Flaker, comes off a screen, tries to pass it in the paint, and it's tipped, and it'll stay with TA.
Yeah, a bailout there is not a great pass by Melendez. It was the pick and roll, but she let it too far, but Scarborough unable to control it, and they'll keep possession, or TA will keep possession, I should say, up by 2.
Sulikowski has it in the corner, swings it around to Littlefield. Dow fires a 3, no good, and rebound Hartley. Flaker racing up the floor in transition. Juranovic now has it. Juranovic knocked out of bounds, stays with the Red Storm. Scarborough looking to execute here as they're down by 2. Lefevre picks up her dribble, has to dump it off to Juranovic. Juranovic drives with the right hand, goes up, and no good. Too short, and Dow will track down the rebound, loses her dribble. She lost it again.
Yeah, I was going to say, I said it looked like she didn't really, when you lose your dribble on your own, you don't get to pick it back up and dribble. It's one thing if it gets knocked by a defender, so kind of a unforced turnover 60 feet from the basket. See if Scarborough can take advantage. Offensively, they've been struggling with consistency here tonight.
Here's Fiorillo. Jump hook, no good. She gets her own rebound, tries it again, no good once again, gets another rebound, and she can't get it to fall after 3 times.
Yeah, Coach Marson yelling block out to his team. He can't let that many offensive rebounds go. Eventually, he'll get hurt by him.
Sulikowski drives, dumps it
Good
off.
ball.
Littlefield lays it in.
That's a good pass
from Sulikowski.
Excellent look there. Made the defender under the basket commit to her, pass it off. Easy layup, 4-point lead for the Trojans. Biggest lead of the night.
Sulikowski coming off of 29 points against Windham in the loss. As that pass will get knocked out of bounds, it'll be TA ball as it went off the hands of Lefevre.
It's interesting with TA. I mean, you've seen some of their games. A game like this, they really struggle to score. We saw it earlier in the season. They had the similar situation, but then they have other games where they go out and they score 30 points in a quarter like they did against South Portland not that long ago. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. 4:09 to go. Again, just run a quick reminder of the Hoops for Hope fundraiser coming up. That's on the 21st of January against Gorham. A quadruple header. We're going to have both the boys and the girls varsity games for you that night. 6:30 for the girls, 8 o'clock for the boys. HoopsForHopeMaine.com. Check it out. You don't have to come on that night to win the raffle. And also, certainly, you could buy some of that great swag. That Hoops for Hope sweatshirt is like the hottest commodity on campus during the winter months here. You see everybody buying it. We do sell out every year, so go online as soon as you can and check that out at HoopsForHopeMaine.com. And, of course, near and dear to the heart of Coach Marson is him and his wife started this tradition 6 years ago now, and it's raised so much money to go directly towards families dealing with cancer issues, of course. So we hope to be usually a massive crowd on hand for that game. Would assume it's going to be the same this year, so we'll see you in a couple weeks here.
TA sets up their press breaker. TA coming off of a loss after 10 straight wins that dated back to last season as that pass is knocked around and out of bounds. Scarborough touched it last, so it'll stay with the Trojans.
There's no JV game here today, so this is the only matchup. It's very odd to come into the gym at 5:20 today and see nobody here, basically, except for some of the officials.
Ellie Rumahart checks back in for Scarborough.
Boys game is happening later on tonight. They're actually right now.
Dow has a 3. She takes it. No good. Rebound. Out of bounds. Scarborough ball.
Not the best offensive possession you'll ever see from the Trojans there, but still up by 4 points here. Scarborough really struggling to score, just 2 points here in the quarter.
Here's Rumahart, who has Melendez on her. Hartley with the left hand. A good finish with the left by Caroline Hartley. and it's a 2-point game.
Tough angle there. I thought it was kind of in no man's land. The pass was decent, but she had 3 defenders around her, found a way to get the bucket in.
Melendez open for 3. It's no good. Pelletier tries to save it, but can't. Good effort, but it'll be Scarborough basketball.
Yeah, the air ball is tough. The thing with the air ball is it really give your team an opportunity for an offensive rebound. So,
reminder: last time these two teams played, TA won 43-40 in a very good game as Fiorillo gets her own rebound, puts it up, misses. Dow comes out with the rebound as she comes crashing to the floor, and they call a travel.
Yeah, the blocking out is really the struggle right now. But thankfully, Thornton, I mean, they're giving up a lot of offensive rebounds, but Scarborough's not taking advantage of that too much.
Fiorillo fires a 3. It's good. Lindsay Fiorillo from deep. Sulikowski swings it to the corner. Melendez has it knocked away, and they call it Scarborough ball. It looked like it was tipped out by Flaker, but they'll give it to Scarborough. Two minutes and 40 seconds to go in the third. Fiorillo on the wing on the near side, guarded by Dow. Tries to come off a screen, drives with the left.
Yep. A little bit of a carry, but didn't call that.
Both coaches working the officials at the exact same time.
Working the officials is great, and unfortunately for Coach Marson, he's the farther away, so he doesn't really get the ear of the ref. He has to yell quite a bit. And usually you don't get too much of a response when you yell. Maybe you've learned that in class a little bit before, Cole. You yell at your teacher, you're not going to get too much of a reaction. Well,
yeah.
At least the one that you want.
Sulikowski passes it to Dow. Dow tries to pass it to LeBlanc, but it's stolen by Scarborough.
It's just so interesting. I mean, you have minutes that TA looks great, and then they struggle to keep hold of the ball. That ball's going to go out of place. Here's a Scarborough, and that's a consistency that they're really going to have to fix here as they get into this meaty part of the season. As looks like they're going to take a timeout here on Thornton Academy, a full timeout. We'll take it too. So Scarborough struggles to score in this quarter, but then rattles off 5 straight, and they lead 29-28 with 2:11 to go here in the third quarter at Linnell Gymnasium.
Run over here.
Is this my room? Wow, Dad! Is this your room?
All right, again, 2:11 to go here in the third quarter. Just want to give a quick update on our next live stream, next couple weeks, I should say. Next broadcast will be a week from tonight at the Biddeford Ice Arena, January 13th, as the boys hockey team hosts. Guess who? The Scarborough Red Storm. 8 p.m. is the start for that one. Josh Pulsifer and Zach Taranko will be there, and maybe Cal Cristoforo as well. We'll see if he can join us. Alumni, currently Syracuse Orangemen.
Coach Marson talking to his team in the timeout about how they're being out-toughed by Scarborough. So we'll see if that can change here as Hartley drives. She was open for a layup but can't convert, and Sulikowski tracks down the board. Sulikowski racing up the floor in transition. Dow will swing it over to LeBlanc, who passes to Melendez. Melendez off the glass, no good. Hartley grabs that board.
I want to give a quick shout out to Rodrigo Calderon, watching from Mexico tonight, former TA student, cheering for Melendez here at TA.
Sulikowski kicks it to the corner. Pelletier open for 3, no good. And Hartley with another rebound.
Back and forth we go. Lots of attempts here, but not too many points for either team.
Hartley from the top of the key buries the 3. That is a big shot here for the struggling Scarborough team from three-point land.
Biggest lead of the night for the Red Storm.
Sulakowski has it stolen by Flaker. Fiorillo all alone gets the easy 2.
So that's not what you want to see out of a timeout, is giving up 5 straight points. And honestly, they should have given up even more, and that is just not a high percentage pass there. It's going to hit the middle stanchion, and the team's got to take a breath here. Be smart about it.
Juranovic checks back in for Hartley. Scarborough trying to answer TA as TA beats them in the first matchup at their place by 3 points, and it looks like this is going to be a really close game too. 1 minute and 4 seconds to go in the third quarter. 34-28 Scarborough. Here's Flaker, gives it inside to Lefevre, can't finish. Rebound Juranovic, who puts it up and in.
Just a huge flurry of baskets here. By far the biggest lead of the night here for Scarborough. Again, with under 4 minutes to go, they'd only scored, what, two or 4 points in this quarter, and they've rattled off 10 in a row.
Melendez tries to beat the press. The layup is no good. When Scarborough has the ball, TA struggled to rebound to get defensive rebounds. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Juranovic on the wing. She'll step out. Sulakowski guarding her really tough right now. Fiorillo, the team's leading scorer. Flaker on the near side gives it off to Lefevre. Fiorillo heaves up the 3, and she got it. Another 3 to end the quarter as Scarborough goes on a run.
Huge run. That's a 15-0 run, I believe.
It's an 11-point game as we enter the fourth quarter. TA in a hole here, and we'll take a break on TA TV. See you in the fourth quarter.
Run over here.
Is this my room? Wow, Dad! Is this your room?
I chose to attend TAMS because it was a change of scenery. It was a much smaller school.
Because of the amazing teachers.
How small it is and the community about it and how everybody knows each other.
You can know all the kids here, so it makes it much more easier to make friends.
They just get you ready for high school.
TAMS is special.
TAMS is amazing.
TAMS is fabulous.
TAMS is fun.
TAMS feels like a family.
TA in an 11-point hole as we enter the fourth quarter. Coach Marston talking to his team about just playing tougher as they get into a hole here with 8 minutes to go. And they'll get the ball, so they'll look to cut into that deficit.
I mean, obviously TA not playing that well, but also, I mean, it's great shooting by Scarborough that last couple minutes, especially that last 3. I mean, that was super impressive, so they deserve this lead right now. But TA needs to start scoring. Not going to win this game scoring 30, 35 points.
Fiorillo hit a 3 as time winded down in the third, and now we're in the fourth. Dow has it on the wing. Pitches to Sulakowski, who gives it back to Dow. Dow goes up, and she's fouled.
Only 3 called fouls total between the two teams in that third quarter. And again, if you're Scarborough, the last thing you want to do is start giving Thornton Academy free points at the line. Again, I want to welcome you, whether you're watching on our traditional Facebook stream, but also on YouTube. And if you want to watch on YouTube, it's youtube.com/Thornton Academy Trojans. Again, on your smart TV, you can just open up your YouTube app and find Thornton Academy Trojans. It's a great quality there. And also on the Twitter feed, @TA Trojan Sports. So if you're ever on the road and need to watch it on the Trojan TA Athletics Twitter feed, you can do that as well. Glad to have you all here joining us at Linnell Gymnasium for a game that was very close until about 2 minutes left in that third quarter when Scarborough exploded, and now they lead by 10.
Dow goes 1 for 2 at the line as a push is called as Scarborough tries to beat the press. (39-29) in favor of Scarborough.
4 fouls now on number 3 for TA.
Here's Flaker. Juranovic.
Gotta watch your hand checks, too.
Flaker gives it off to Lefevre inside, who dumps it down. Corner, Fiorillo for three.
Clutch.
Another one for Lindsay Fiorillo. She is on fire from downtown, and that extends Scarborough's lead. Melendez loses it. They dump it down. Fiorillo with another layup. A breakdown by TA, and Scarborough takes advantage.
It's getting away from TA right now. The wheels are kind of off the cart, and they gotta concentrate, take it one possession at a time. You can't get all back in one possession. I'm surprised.
Sulukowski misses.
That should be a charge, yep.
And it's a charge.
That's a good call. I know TA's very frustrated with the officials, and I totally get it. At some point, though, you have to augment your game. If they're calling it tight, they're calling certain fouls, you got to augment your game. And for me, that right there that was a no doubt charge there, kind of out of control there. And again, TA's just showing right now they're a little just frazzled. I mean, it's tough. They feel like they've been pinched a little bit by the officials. They feel like they're low on players, and it's frustrating when the other team struggles offensively as well, and then all of a sudden, for the last 4 minutes of this game, has shot the lights out, and is out hustling them in every position. So, look, 6:47 to go. Game's not over yet. Another 4 fouls, though, for Thorne Academy. They have 2 players now with 4 fouls. They have to be very careful.
Yeah, TA's been giving them opportunities all night, and they've just started converting here.
I think that's a great way to put it, Cole. They've had these shots. They just missed them in the first half, and now they're just hitting everything here, and it's a 17-point game.
There's Rumahart with another bucket. 46-29 Scarborough. Melendez to Littlefield. LeBlanc left open. Corner 3, no good.
And the shots haven't fallen for TA. I mean, that is a perfect look.
They almost got it back, but it'll stay with Scarborough here. TA trying to avoid their second straight loss. They lost to Wyndham on Tuesday night. TA missing a lot of players, including Hannah Cook, who had a big game against Wyndham.
That's going to be a foul. Ooh, wow. The
No
referee
call.
put his arm out as though to call a foul, but didn't blow the whistle. That was
Fiorillo, mid-range jumper,
maybe heat
no
check
good.
there.
Ball tapped around, and TA eventually gets it.
So Scarborough's backed off on the full court press. It hasn't really helped too much, though, for Thorne Academy. They haven't been able to take advantage of it.
This would be a big win for Scarborough if they could beat TA, who they lost to earlier this season. Dow is going to try a 3, and it's way off. TA not feeling it from the three-point liner now.
They are not.
Hartley.
It's just such a crazy. Again, TA was winning with about 3 minutes to go in that third quarter, up by 4, kind of cruising, and Scarborough has just made probably 75% of the shots since then.
Flaker drives and 1. Flaker, the freshman, has had a great game as the starting point guard, and she gets to the line there. Game starting to slip away from TA as Scarborough has a 19-point lead.
Yeah, what you want to do here, and he's going to be very tough to come back from this, but just try to get some good habits going here. You feel like you're going to be in a little bit of a slide. You have a couple days off here before your next game, and try to regroup a little bit. Try to get some good habits. Everyone's going to be dealing with these COVID issues and short benches and everything else this year, so everyone's going to have to deal with it because it could be in the playoffs. You never know what's going to happen.
It's going to be very interesting to see what happens with COVID in the playoffs and if any key players are missing when the games matter the most. Melendez looks for a screen and gets it. Melendez will attack. Nay gives it off to Sulukowski. Sulukowski guarded very well by Juranovic. TA looking for a good shot.
Timeout
and
on the
timeout
floor.
is called.
See if it's a 30 or not. This will be a full timeout, so we'll take a break here. One more break as we have 4:48 to go in the fourth quarter. It's all Scarborough here in the second half. It's 48-29 Red Storm. We'll be right back here on TATV.
Hey, Dan, how's that proposal coming?
Just finished. I am sending it right now.
Okay, good. Oh, no. How are we looking for noon? We got like 2 minutes. Dan.
48-29 Scarborough as there's 4 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the game. Coach Marston really trying to talk to his team about just executing on offense, not just trying to score one-on-one, and they haven't been able to find any good shots.
If you're TA, realistically, you want to get this within around 10 points. If you lose by 10, it's obviously not a good thing, but it shows you had some fight back here.
Dow drives, can't finish. Rebound pulled away by Hartley, who's had a lot of good rebounds tonight. Hartley will get it here, then give it right back to Flaker. Juranovic in the corner. Good defense, and it's tipped and almost stolen, but Scarborough gets it back. Fiorillo for three, no good. Rebound by Juranovic, who puts it right back up and in. That's been the problem all night.
Absolutely. I mean, as you said, the opportunities. TA has given Scarborough opportunities all night to make those second and third chance shots. Scarborough's missing a vast majority of those in the first 2.5 quarters. Started making them, and that's why you get this kind of deficit.
Sulikowski off on the triple.
If you're Scarborough now, you can just slow it down a little bit. Try to take a good 30, 40 seconds each possession. Shorten the game up. You're up by 21 here. Nobody in really foul. Well, I would say neither team in foul trouble in this half. Thornton Academy does have 2 players with 4 fouls. One of them's on the bench right now, though. So,
although TA very short-handed, still a shock for a very good team to be down this much. Melendez will foul Juranovic. Three subs will check in for TA.
That's literally their entire bench tonight.
Yep.
TA's more coaches and assistant coaches on the bench tonight than they do subs. That should tell you all you need to know about how shorthanded they are.
They'll give it into Lefevre, who gives it back off to Flaker. Hartley passes up the three. Flaker will step out, just trying to kill time here if you're Scarborough. 50-29 the score as we approach 3 minutes to go. TA looks like they're gonna have their second straight loss. They'll get a steal there though. Kate LeBlanc controls it. TA's bench has had to work hard tonight. Get a lot of minutes for some players that don't usually play because of a lot of COVID issues and injuries. Littlefield has it stolen, and Fiorillo in transition will give it off to Hartley.
A smart decision there. Just back it out. Wait to get a good shot here. 2.5 minutes to go. Game's well in hand. But Flaker's going to be a player. I mean, you can already tell.
Yep.
Super athletic family already, and she's looked very comfortable. And that's the poise part. Is something you can't really teach. And for a freshman to kind of come in here to Linnell Gymnasium and kind of help her lead her team to a big victory. Hasn't gotten many points, but certainly has been the field general out there, and they're about to score a huge win on the season.
Very encouraging win if you're Scarborough, who's 3-2 right now, as Juranovic misses the layup. And Scarborough just another rebound. Scarborough's out hustling TA tonight.
We mentioned this on Tuesday as well in terms of the records, because we saw Wyndham boys, and they're definitely way better than a 2-4 team at the time. And it's just, and now they're 2-5, but just, you'd never know what these games are like. You don't know who's been out with COVID, who had to play 3 games in 4 days. So we see these records, I think, any season, this season more than any other, I should say. And then when we get to the playoffs, the seeding's not going to matter a whole lot, because a lot of these teams' records is not going to be indicative of who they are. And I think it was a quick timeout there from Scarborough, but just to bring some of their subs in as their starters take a bench here after well-deserved and well-played second half, and really the last quarter and a half. Again, they'd only scored, 2 or 4 points 6 minutes into that third quarter, and then it's exploded since then. More than doubled their total in just a quarter.
Lindsay Fiorillo with a great game tonight. The senior guard for Scarborough. Scarborough found their groove there late in the third quarter and went on a big run to enter the fourth. And this game almost out of hand as we approach a minute to go. Pass stolen by Littlefield. TA trying to get some sort of positivity here with a basket. And a foul is called as Bullier will drive.
4th foul on Scarborough. Neither team in the bonus still.
A minute and 8 seconds to go as Kate LeBlanc catches the inbound pass in the corner. Pelletier. TA trying to get a good shot off as Littlefield drives, goes up. No foul called. It'll stay with TA.
Got away with the travel there a little bit, but good on the rest not calling that. Minute to go, 24-point game. Again, we want to thank you again for watching in on all of our different platforms on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter. It looks like we're going to be keeping this around for a while, so if you want to see these games on your YouTube page, make sure, again, you not only hit the like button, but really the subscribe button so you can get notified every time these games are on. We'll have at least a handful of more games here in the winter season, and certainly all spring as well here on TATV.
That pass in the backcourt, and Scarborough, Kate LeBlanc commits the foul as Rumelhart tries to get a layup.
Might be LeBlanc's 5th foul. I could be wrong. She had 1. Either she had 1 or 4. She only had 1. Okay, I get confused on who had the 4 fouls there for TA, but a couple more free throws to go.
TA is going to move to 5-2 on the season with their 2nd straight loss. Still a good team. They've just had some COVID issues and didn't have their best game tonight. That free throw is no good. 30 seconds left here. Pelletier the steal. Dribbles hard up the court. Bollier has it stolen. Good work by Scarborough defensively this whole entire second half. Pelletier just throws one up and it's no good. That pass is out of bounds, so TA will get another chance to score. With this game basically wrapped up 50-29, Scarborough's going to get a big win here.
TA, not a great stat, just 5 points in the second half. Or 6 points, excuse me. I think they had 23-22 at halftime.
Littlefield, there's 8 points, but.
Of course.
Yeah.
Should have said that earlier, maybe we had a chance, but.
Time runs out. TA will move to 5-2 on the season. A really good win for Scarborough. Really well played second half. TA went into the break up by 1, and then they come out down by 19 at the end of the game. So.
Yeah, just a rough one here. 2.5 quarters. I mean, it's not like TA played well at all the whole game, but then Scarborough's also playing poorly, shooting the ball, and then they just started hitting shots. But I think when Coach Marston, it's going to be poise, composure. Team needs to work on a little bit, and also just not getting rebounding. And again, it's tough to know. You're down, 4 or 5 players due to COVID issues. You don't know how the team's going to react, but just tonight just didn't work out for the Golden Trojans, and hopefully they'll be back with some big wins here coming up in the next few weeks. But for all of us here at TATV, I want to thank you for watching again. For Cole Purvis and Zach Taranko, I'm Jeff Christenberry. Again, our next broadcast 1 week from tonight at Biddeford Ice Arena. Thornton Academy takes on the same Scarborough Red Storm in boys hockey. We'll see you there. So for all of us here, hopefully everyone has a great day tomorrow. Boys, enjoy your snow day. Make sure you sign on to your classes. It's asynchronous. Okay, and everybody out there, stay safe, and we'll see you next week. From the Linnell Gymnasium, final score one more time is the Scarborough Red Storm 50 and Thornton Academy 31. Good night, everybody.